thinking about footage, as far as like,
He's like, hold on, he's like the fans watching
Keep
now.
going.
No, he's like,
Why did you stop? Yo,
it's
hey,
you
I
just
hate
gotta
that
be
Zoom
careful.
added that feature. I hate it. It used to just start recording, wouldn't say nothing.
they gotta
Now
let you
Zoom
know.
say
Yeah.
recording has started.
Yeah, that'll mess
Hey,
everything up.
hey,
So
he cut off mid
How
sentence.
about a little music to count me money too?
Pull up and park in the front. A young nigga do what he want. I smoke a nigga like a blunt. I ain't my daddy, but I stunt. Yeah. A young nigga get to the dough. Yeah. I park and I pit with your hoe. Just got a new thing with a scope. Run up on the boy if you want. I ain't here to play no game.
Yo, it is your boy B Bond. We are back after a month hiatus. It is the fellas. We missing one fella. He had to go to work. He had to pay the
big
bills. But we got brother Moses in the building. We got brother Juice in the building. And then you know what? This is a wonderful feeling, yo. My brother, my homie, my dude, my Five Club, my Sonny, he is in my motherfucking house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yo, the fellas is here after a month hiatus, and we bringing some heat for you. We came to you last time talking about the do's and don'ts. We was talking do's and don'ts and things that we do. You know, don't piss in the middle stall. You know what I'm saying, Mo? You know what I'm saying?
He said, twinkle.
Don't twinkle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He said, don't twinkle in the middle stall. Brother Juice said, we shouldn't be calling the ladies the B word out here. That's what he said.
Right.
He said we should call them uneducated females. You know what I'm saying? Then he grew a mustache. You know what I'm saying? and proceeded to shoot his own type of video content.
Right.
The beast.
Oh man.
But yo, hey, this is a wonderful feeling. Brother Moses is bringing us the topic today. He gonna lead us in conversation. We kind of been talking about it. I saved some stuff for him. We was going back and forth. I said, hey, keep that same energy, bruh. Keep that same energy. So without further ado, here's Moses. Let's go, my guy.
Pew, 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 pew. Oh, all right. I don't get the air horn. All right, no worries.
Hold on, I got you. I give you at least her on. Hold on, I got you. There you go.
All right.
Hey,
That's
Mo, before you go, I'm curious about what they drinking in their cup. I mean, we didn't.
Yeah, it ain't.
Yeah,
It looked like punch.
right. They're drinking red juice.
In my cup, it would be a old fashioned with extra bourbon.
Okay.
In my guy's cup here, that would be a Long Island iced tea with an extra splash of rum and lemonade. Even though I told him I didn't have that rum, I kind of did. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, this on my brother. This on my brother's Bartesian. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. And he still made it strong on top of it already being strong. It's cool though.
Yeah.
Hey, when you in the network, you in the house of the network, man. You got to go all the way.
Hey, all right.
As he drinks water.
All right. Whoop, whoop. Chicken.
And protein shakes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Hey, so the topic of the day is coming from something that I felt like that we kind of touched on, we kind of skimmed around, and then just kind of moved in our own flavor. But it reads as follow: why do we strive to be rich over striving to be educated? Is my first question, my people.
Let's leave it there. Let's stop right there and park. Why do we strive to be rich versus being educated? Can I go first? Because I've been waiting.
Please.
All right. So I believe, in my opinion, that this is just be bond, and it might be the liquor talking, but it depends on what type of household that you grow up in. if you grow up in a household that doesn't push education, then you don't think getting education is going to make you rich. And that's just my opinion. Sure. But if you're in a household that says you're going to go to college or you're going to get this education, you learn things like for every degree that you get, that's an extra $1 million as a salary within your lifetime. So if you get one thing, they could take the money from you. One thing that they can't take is that degree. I got my degrees to keep me warm in my Kanye West voice. That's just my opinion. Who's next?
I would ultimately say
what
that.
you got, Drew? Let's
Mo leading. Drew, what you got, bro?
Yeah, I was saying B Money because you're sitting there right next to him in the room.
I feel you, but hey, the leader called you out.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel the same way for the most part. I think it does depend on your background essentially, because one thing is a lot of people growing up, if your generation didn't have education for whatever reason that is, because they couldn't go to school, they had to drop out of the school to go work. Everybody sees the grind of working and getting money when they grow up. So that's inherent that I need to go get money to get what I want. And education isn't always that path. Piggybacking on what Bivon said there, that's not always the path that people see to getting what they want. And it takes more work. That's why a lot of people say, I don't want to go to a 4-year or 6-year, 8-year university. That's 4, 6, 8 years and I'm not making money. But you got to be bigger in your strategic view on that one.
Man. Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
I think it is. Everybody left when it was time for you to go.
Hey, man, as my brothers will hear this, hey, first of all, knowledge is power. So I think at the end of the day, education, even though, yes, you can go get degrees and stuff like that, to be educated is free. If you really think about it, because there's so much wealth of knowledge that's out there. If you go look for it, you can be educated in every single different field that's out there right now. And that's technically free between Google, YouTube, all these different things. But at the end of the day, that education doesn't always equal, like a level of.
Y'all see the hoochie daddies? Thighs is out there.
Hey, and that's the thing. Like
I don't think they're short enough.
Shit, these 5 inches.
Hold on. What we not gonna do is be rude to my brother B.
Well, you know what? But you know what?
As he's strategically explaining.
Look. I'm an educated brother, so I'm gonna pivot and even address that at the level of that. Like, hey man, once my brother got educated on the hoochie daddy shorts, my brother been rocking them. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I've been out here in Indy kicking it with my brother, he educated himself and he didn't bossed up on his hoochie daddy shorts. So education is something that you can always that can go across the board. But the reason that people seek being rich ultimately is because that, hey, shoot, when you rich, you can also be educated. Because as I stated, education is free.
Okay. Yes, education is free. Like I just watched an interview with Jay-Z. Like I just watched now. For whatever it's worth, Jay-Z went from the streets to the boardroom, right?
Facts.
And he's a rich man, right? I honestly believe if he would have went to school, his interview skills might be a little better. How he answers questions, how he communicates. Sometimes school education is just not about what's in a book. You know what I'm saying? You learn life skills while you're in school as well. You know what I mean? I firmly believe that. I just feel.
But let me ask you this though. Because I want to pull on that thread a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think that's not by choice?
What, that he didn't go to school?
No, that he like communicates that way, because there's I might misuse this word, maybe as my brother be the liquor talking. Like a mistake, like type of, just when people kind of like, nah, they leave it kind of vague, but they give you something to think about. Do you think it's not by choice?
Well,
yes and no. One thing I can't stand is a smart, dumb nigga. And I feel like sometimes Jay-Z just tries to, he sound like he says things and to leave you on the edge of your seat, and it'd be like, nah, man, finish the thought. Mm-hmm. I need you to finish the thought.
There.
But I think also, I definitely agree with you 100% when it comes to like just because you from the hood, and though you may not want to like continue your lifestyle from the educational side, it gives you the ability to be able to speak and switch up your vernacular in situations. Now, what Jay-Z's trying to do is, in my opinion, is he's trying to like put himself in an educated role, right? By like speaking at a certain way, but he don't necessarily know how because he's not gonna go to school because he made it without going to school.
And
You
I
know,
don't,
you see,
yeah, and I don't want people to think I'm not saying that you can't make it if you don't go to school. That's
no,
not what I'm saying at all. I'm
no,
just
no.
saying,
It makes you diverse.
yes, like he could have been in the boardroom before he was in the boardroom had he maybe had the education to back him up. Maybe.
But see, and I think this is where the caveat of this whole question is because when you got people that come from the slums, it's not about education, it's about the experience. You know, you can tell me you can come from college and come get a job and don't know shit about how to really do it because the book don't teach you shit. It instructs you. But you know what I'm saying? Teaching you, that's the part where you put in the problems and solving and you actually putting that shit together to make it work. And I think that's where the experience comes in at. And you know, you have those people like us, you know what I'm saying, or who experience both lifestyles, but was able to stay right on that gray line, the fence, go to school, still kind of sort of similar, stay connected to the hood a little bit. But you know, you come from and you educated yourself and you elevated. And that's why Jay-Z, he don't even worry about clothes no more. And he been started switching his style up once he started elevating, once he started educating. So it ain't, this is another thing. Let's not think that he didn't educate himself because the man has knowledge, right? It's
Can I ask
just
you a
right
question
on
real quick, brother Mo? What is
Yes, sir.
what's your difference between knowledge and education?
Um, okay, knowledge is what you have learned and retained, and you're able to use it and apply applicable to the life in which and what you're doing or teaching somebody. Education is what's being taught. Education is something to say, hey, this is some, to learn. And
Hey, bro, I want to stop you right there, and I want y'all to know that was not planned at all. That was a on the spot, question. My brother Mo
Murdered it.
he just murdered that answer. I 100% overall agree with your view on that, bro. I just want to applaud you on that because that's what it is. That's what I mean when it's like that ability to even think in that mindset. And when people ask you something that you understand and know who you are. But I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, I think, and I agree with you. I think knowledge is something that you attain through life. That's knowledge. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like every day we experience different things and we learn different things just through living. That kind of stuff can't be taught. You can only learn that kind of shit through experiences.
It's like athleticism, right?
Yeah, you can't teach an athlete.
Got people. No, you cannot teach an athlete, right? And you got people that train to be great athletes, but you have people that have natural born athleticism that's not able to be taught. This is something that they was given. Like Shorty, that what's her name? Ann Price, the track runner, she 35. That's genetics. How she won the track meet and the
wait, what you saying, Allison Felix?
No, the Jamaican shorty.
The Jamaican shorty. You're right. My bad.
We only talk about Americans on this.
Well, Allison Felix, you know what I'm saying? She up there too doing her thing, and I've been watching her.
Oh yeah, but she ain't 35 yet though. I don't think she ain't 35 yet.
She getting close. She about to get 30. She about to get 34 at least.
Yeah,
I do want to pinpoint something y'all just said though, because of the experiences and not having that knowledge, or because of not having education. I think it circles back to what you said in the beginning, why some people strive to be rich, because they feel like, hey, I haven't had enough experiences in my life and I didn't have the opportunity or the willpower to get educated. So now I can just go grind and get this money. But there's also a lot of dumb people, and I'm not saying that in a judgmental way, but there's a lot of people that don't have that knowledge, wisdom, or anything for a lot of different reasons, but they're rich. And they just have other people manage their estate or just manage their life, and they're humble enough to allow other smart people to be in their camp to help them along the way. So I think that's a level of education too, because you can't have a lot of money and sustain a lot of money and be ignorant and all around the path. Like if you ignorant because I don't have my knowledge, I need to be smart enough to let other people do that for me, and I can just get the face of it. So I think there's a level of education there too, but maybe that just goes to wisdom because of the fact that you experience to be like, I can't do this. Let somebody else do it for me, and I can pay for them to do that for me.
Yeah, and then but it goes to if I'm rich, and please believe I'm rich, because the Lord says I'm rich. You know, the cattle on 1,000 hills belong to Him.
Amen.
And you know what I'm saying? If I'm rich, the key to staying rich is to not spend unnecessarily. You get what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at my accounting, yeah, I could pay somebody to do my accounting for me, but I would love to be able to look at it myself and be like, this ain't adding up. 2 + 2 ain't equaling 4. You get what I'm saying? I mean, let's look at some of the basketball players in the world that didn't go to school. They just play basketball. They broke today. Or rappers, they broke because they trusted somebody to know what they're doing.
Broke. They rich broke.
So
They
my bad, Brother Mo, I'm so sorry, man, for disrespecting you on your show. Go ahead.
This is our show, brother, and
you know,
all thoughts matter. But I just want to say real quick, right?
You say all thoughts matter?
Thoughts.
No, okay. I said all thoughts matter.
I thought I was about to stand up because I thought you said all thighs.
I thought he said,
hey, thighs,
but he said all thoughts.
All that matter, right?
Stand up.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This liquor is talking.
Yo, I need to catch up. But on a serious note, you said something earlier, man, that I wanna pivot on, right? And you're saying talking about being rich, right? And I just want to kind of just add a little small question to you guys, right? What do y'all consider being rich?
You talking about like a dollar number? Are you talking about a dollar number? Or are you talking about like
just what do you consider being rich?
So I'm gonna start here. I think starting being rich is an abundance of something. Because some people say I'm rich in health, and that means you have more than what the average person has. So I'm rich in happiness because there's a lot of people that's unhappy here, and in their mind, they may feel that they're rich in happiness. And a lot of times people equate rich being a financial thing, but me personally, I think you can be rich in a lot of different ways. But it's just an abundance.
Okay.
I want to piggyback on what Brother Juice said and I was just going to say that abundance and being comfortable. So, you know, like if I say that comfortable is 100,000 for me, but I'm making 150, then I feel like I'm rich because I'm comfortable at 100, but I have more than that. So that makes me rich. He hit on something very important is the other elements in life, such as like your happiness, joy, health and all that. So I would just kind of parallel those across the board too. You know, if my level of health is being at a certain weight, anything that I'm below that would be that I'm comfortable at. Anything below that or whatever the case may be would make me rich in that. Or numbers as you check your cholesterol, you know what I'm saying, and all those other different numbers, your blood pressure and all those different things. Okay. I'm sorry, because Brother Juice just seemed really like, what the hell is this nigga talking about? I'm just saying, because that's how some people gauge it. They's like, hey, my blood pressure is at this number. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the number that meets it going below. So that's, I just gave a little bit more in depth on your health definition, brother. Man.
So while I agree with the both of you, I'm just going to give you the hood nigga, the nigga answer. Rich to me is all about them funds. About them stacks, about that bread, about that cake. You know what I'm saying? While I agree with what y'all saying, I definitely agree with what y'all saying. But to me, when niggas say, are you rich? The first thing that comes to their mind is the money. Correct?
That's
All
fair.
right. So to me,
I
rich
agree.
would be
That's fine.
I could go out and spend what I want to spend and do what I want to do and not miss it tomorrow.
See, that's why I said the happiness. Because what is spend what you want to spend? Because I can go out and have a
I'll
really
answer that question.
yeah.
I'm a sneakerhead. Y'all see the feet? I can't see them. Anyway, I buy sneakers on a.
My nigga ankle
like-
messed up. He can't turn his foot.
I can't turn my foot.
He's not rich in he's not rich
I'm
in
not rich
health
in
right
health.
now.
hey, Jew got me out here taking these steroids, working out. I done stepped in a hole trying to turn my damn ankle. Hey, but anyway,
Hold on. I don't encourage anyone to take steroids. I get drugs. So we're not going to associate Jew's name with the word steroids.
okay.
I gotta say that to the viewers out there.
Okay. But nah, so I'm a sneakerhead. So while I make a nice amount of money in my 9 to 5 and my day to day, I still have to take into account, do I need to buy these sneakers on Saturday? I got this bill, and this bill. You get what I'm saying? Like the want of the sneakers versus the need of the sneakers. As a rich man, I want them, I'm getting them. Period. But because I don't need them and I know that I have this 3 bills coming up or whatever, I might miss out on that release.
Yeah, that's a question.
Sure.
In comparison to what you just said,
Yeah.
is being rich based off of money?
I just said that.
Hold
No,
on,
I know.
hold on, B. Hold the hell up, B. Whose show is this? I'm asking the goddamn questions around here. All right? You're not in control. All right? Hold your OCD. All right? So, B.
I just want y'all to know this brother wasn't even gonna make the show. I didn't call.
Hey, listen. That's why we have brothers to lean on, right? In a time of need and time of trouble.
Amen.
All right, so here we go. But only reason why I asked about the question, Rich, right, is simply because of the simple question, right, that would kind of put in perspective, like where you would be going when, as far as saying being rich over being educated, right? Because at that moment, right, when we all hear the thoughts of like, oh, what do you hear and think about as far as being rich? Guess what? As Juice stated earlier, right? You know, if you're not educated, man, how you gonna keep the assets in which you retain, right? And it's important for us to understand it, and that's what we kind of need to understand in our community. As B said, you know, the hood mentality is when you see, oh, I'm rich because you got a couple of stacks in your pocket, you know, oh, I'm gonna go buy these shoes, when we should be thinking, oh, if I invest in a shoe store, if I invest in a store, the same amount of money that you probably spend a month in shoes, you can be renting out a building and having business funds that can get you a whole bunch of shoes. And then you got the whole venue of shoes and you get to sell them. But that's just some of the stuff like that just brings that difference between rather being, you know, rich or being educated. And I never gave my opinion, but I would say I would rather be educated because, as B. Barnes said, hey, you know, if I have the knowledge, you can't take that away from me. And money is not everything. You know, money is not, you die, money can't bring you back to life.
Well, wait a minute, Mo. Now you just said that answer, and I appreciate you saying that answer. But in our group chat, you said something totally different, bro. And I told you to keep that same energy, Mo.
You did.
I hope you ain't frozen. You look frozen. Dang, he frozen.
He froze because
he froze because I'm
stunned him. You stunned him.
Hey,
he combat him.
I said, Mo, keep that same energy, bro. Because I had some pushbacks on you on this rich versus educated thing. So telling me today?
Oh, hey, can you hear me? Hold up. hold up now, hold up, bring it.
Damn it, your damn Wi-Fi.
Hey, so
Hey, while he's loading back up, I do want to say something about the rich thing. That's why I think the education piece is is huge.
In the cut.
Actually, yeah, in the cut. Actually, man, I'm trying to see. Should we wait on Mo? Yeah, you back.
coming back.
Actually, maybe you can just edit this part while he getting loaded back up. Yeah, so I'll just pause.
You muted,
All
Mo.
right.
You muted.
Brother Mo, Brother Jew is about to say something about being rich.
Yeah, I was about to say something, but we can actually just be buying on edit this part, so we can actually just break and go back to the conversation y'all was having, and then I'll chop
Okay,
it.
no, hey, so I was telling you to pull up the thread because at the end of the day, right?
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, you need to just pull it up. What was the
No.
conversation?
I looked at the thread. I looked at the thread
Yeah.
before we got started, and I
Yeah,
listened to what you said, and I got my brother here to witness that.
Okay,
Didn't he
and
go
what
do
I say in
something
the
different?
thread?
Yes.
What did I say in the?
Hey, he said
Oh,
so.
hey, when V Money don't give a long answer, you know it's real. Well, even when I give a long answer, but I'm just saying that's how serious this situation is. Yes.
Hold on. Yo, son, what did I say? What did I say in the thread?
You
What did I
said, and I
Yeah.
quote, first,
Go pull up the thread.
you
Pull
said
up the
talking
thread.
about
Pull up
rich.
the thread.
You said you were talking about how people coming from different backgrounds and coming from the hood, being rich is more important. And you thought in your mind, you said that rich was more important than education. I'm just putting what you said.
Hey, okay, yes. All right. So, all right, you gotta help me out because things. All right, so here we go, right?
You had a chance to think
And
about
saying
it.
that-
You prayed to the Lord.
Hey, the Lord always got me. Hey, listen. So this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at with that, right? In today's time, as of right now, it is more important to be rich than to be educated. Kids are not wanting to be doctors. Kids are not wanting to be astronauts. People, hell, they damn near don't want to be athletes no more. It's just about YouTube. It's just about the right now. It's not even about putting it. As though we have some kids out there that's still being taught and trained on that mindset of, okay, you learn, you can, play sports, do all this. Now, a lot of times these kids are being taught through YouTube. Kids are watching YouTube majority of the time. That's what they're trained. It's not about education no more. It's not about educate. Our era, where we come from, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Education, yeah, because it was taught because, hey, it wasn't given to us. We had to work to get to it. We had to work to learn. Now, it's about that money. It's about them chips. And cats now, they know they even willing to sell them souls. You know what I'm saying? Like cats, they doing that. So, yeah, I said it. Not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Souls and draws.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, no, education is more important. But I did say in today's time, yes, it's more important to have money than education.
Yeah,
And I feel you. Cats ready to sell their soul over the money. I feel you because I dropped these shorts. You know what I'm saying? For $1 million.
I dropped my shorts about $300.
I'm just saying, like, hey, if the network ever made it big, you know what I'm saying, sex scandals or whatever, B-Bond gonna have one.
Hey, look, I dropped my shorts for $300 because that can buy me 3 stocks, 3 shares of Google right now after they just split 15.
Man, that's what's up. Educate these brothers right now.
And see, that's the difference right there, right? It's thinking quickly off your feet and being able, and that's that part of learning in school, you know what I'm saying, that our brother has. He has street in him, but he also has the military. He also has regular school education to say, hey, I can move, boom, like that. You know, now the difference is in what he's doing and the path he's taking is why he's at the level that he's at. But some people, they don't have to move in that instance. That's why, like, I think some of the smartest people are like drug dealers, like people who are really like at the top of the drug game, because you have to be a strategic person to lead a whole organization of a whole bunch of misfits and have them in line to where they listening and doing exactly what you need them to do in order for them to make money.
Hey, so reason there was something I was going to ask earlier, and the reason, Brother Mo, is it okay that I ask this question now?
Hey,
Is,
take over,
hey,
brother.
is it
Come on.
off? It's different from this topic, but actually, go ahead.
No, I think it's all because I would equate based off of what y'all saying. Knowledge is being rich, but wealth is being educated. And I feel the reason I say that is, and I don't know, that's kind of like the question that I'm asking. That's the question I'm asking because it seems that to be educated, it takes you, there's a certain process of thinking that you have to
Yeah,
have in order
I
to,
like that.
display that you're educated. Where, like, don't get me wrong, I haven't always been a fan of everything she does, but I don't knock Cardi B because I do think she's genuine in like her speech on certain things. But there is sometimes that when she speaks, it's very obvious that she's not as educated. And what I'm saying, but she rich. She got way more money than I got. So, like I say, I don't have.
She rich.
She
But
rich.
Beyonce is wealthy.
yeah,
There's a
hey,
difference.
hey, and you know what? And you know what? And that is true because this is the difference, right? Cardi B took $1 million contract with Vegas, right? That's why she live out there in Vegas now, like to perform for them every night. All right. This is what Beyonce did when she performed for the when the lights went out, when the last time she performed for Super
Coachella.
Bowl. You know what they told her? Hey, we'll pay you this. You know what she said? Give it to me and stop. You know how much money she made off that? She made big chips. She made
Well,
big chips.
well, it's kind of like the football players nowadays taking, what I'm saying, taking their and I don't know a lot about crypto. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. But a lot of them taking, signing bonuses in crypto because of what it's worth versus the signing bonus at this point in time.
Hey, listen. Now this is the old school in me. Like, y'all kind of more so on it than I am. I like tangible shit. Oh, I get $1 million sign on? Give it to me in a suitcase. I take it in a duffel bag. I take it in a trash bag. Don't give me. I don't know crypto. I don't know. Crypto might crip out. Crypto. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that shit go out and disappear. Dude, I never forget when this stuff started booming with Bitcoin, and the account holder had like, this dude had thousands of accounts and it had over millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, and the dude died, and he the only one that had the password. That password can never be retrieved. They lost all their money. You think I'm gonna depend on that? I damn near don't want to depend on the bank institution. And people showing you they going to the bank, they trying to withdraw 30,000. Oh, you gotta wait till tomorrow. What?
But you know
My
what?
money?
So hold on, bro. I got to push back on you in one part of that. Is that one of the issues of being rich is instant gratification. And in the midst of that instant gratification,
This nigga B is dropping gems.
hey man, it might be a liquor talking. I feel like, because I do this myself. If I go in there and I was just like, here's a pair of J's, and I'm not gonna use J's. I'm gonna say here's a gadget or something like that.
And it's a suit from Express.
Yeah, a suit from Express, because that's my spot. I love me some Express. A suit from Express. And then I went in there and that suit is like, I have the money to buy this suit, but then I have to come back tomorrow to buy that suit. There's a very good chance I might not come back tomorrow to buy that suit. But that instant gratification of having that money and that assets right then, you buy that suit at that time, I'm probably spending money on things that I may not need. But that's why I say that's kind of like the instant gratification of getting what you want at a certain time. But when you have to wait for doing that type of stuff, most people, if you have to wait on your money a day to get it, that means there's a possibility you making a power move, or it gives you that time to think about, like, is this the move that I want to make? So it's in a sense,
or you really ain't got the bread to spend anyway.
no,
Well,
or it also
look at
goes
it. Look at
against
it
the
this way.
banks.
But hold up. But since we are, we all are believers of Christ, right? We all rich in the body through the body and the blood of Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah.
So we supposed to get what we want when we want it, how we want it.
Nope.
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say, but then I'm gonna push back.
Hold on. Within right means. Within the right.
Nah, that's not where I was going.
Nah.
So
okay.
Here's the analogy that I'm gonna give, and this might be where you're going. I want to be a millionaire, right? Who on this call doesn't want to be a millionaire? Are we millionaires? No.
I'm a millionaire.
Here's the deal. God knows that if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just going to be honest. I probably wouldn't be in church like I'm supposed to be in church. I probably wouldn't tithe like I'm supposed to tithe. I probably wouldn't be doing the things that God has predestined for me to do if I was a millionaire right now. And I'm just being honest. So I'm not ready to be a millionaire, but the knowledge that I'm gaining through my day-to-day is leading me to that end result of being a millionaire and being wealthy enough that my son won't have to worry about it 10 years from now.
Hey, man, I'm gonna also.
I want to say real quick, I would love to be a millionaire and pay $100,000 in tithes. So that's just kind of one of those things where y'all are actually kind of circling back to what I said in my intro in the beginning, that it's all about a mindset and what actually makes you happy, which is why I think being rich and happiness actually makes a difference into why we don't need to be a millionaire and still can be rich. Because all of us will say we're rich right now, and it's not because we're millionaires or making like $800,000. Because I can tell you one thing is that I've gotten 5 promotions in the past like 5 years or 6 years, and I'm still living off the money that I made back then because of the fact that I changed.
We know, nigga, your mustache is telling us that.
Exactly. Hey, it is. Hey, let me tell the viewers why I got the stash. So, I mean, some of y'all know we don't talk about it all the time. It's because I launch rockets. You know, this Negro, Mr. Homelander, launches rockets for you all. And we have 4 rocket launches in a 3-month period. So my stash is for good luck. But I'm shaving this before we go to Vegas, though. But you know, so that's why I had to change my perspective as I got more wisdom, which goes into the knowledge and all that education and all that kind of stuff, to say I can still get what I want, but I've changed my perspective on what I actually want. Right. And then so that way it doesn't always equate to me buying large amounts of things. I live in LA, going to the beach and having a $2 can of mimosa or whatever it is at that point in time.
A Hollywood hike.
A Hollywood hike. I'm enjoying that. There's a lot of people in the world that cannot do that at all. Gas is $6 right now, $7 out here in LA. A lot of people can't drive there. I can drive and do that. I'm rich then, you know. So it's just, I think it's a perspective thing that goes along with all of this, and that's why with our community, circling it back to that, is that's why it's important to educate the community that even if they don't have school book education on how to change their perspectives and control that, you can be rich in a lot of different ways. But I still think it equates to money. It's just that how much money do you need? And last thing I'm gonna say on that is I can make $200,000 a year, but if I spend $190,000, I'm not as rich as the person that makes $40,000 and only spends $10,000 in assets. They got more money than me in that situation.
And one thing I really want to say, first of all, that was very powerful response, but I do want y'all to know for this past about 25 minutes that we have been talking, it has not been a waste of time just because Julius said something at the beginning of the episode. Is providing more depth and substance to the things that have been said. I just want to make sure that's clear.
I mean,
no, look, I'm not saying that anything y'all said was invalid. I'm saying it actually ties back. And we never rehearse any of this stuff. We have conversations about the topics, but we never really talk about what we're going to talk about. So it actually just adds to the point that there's so many different levels to this.
All right.
Just like when we had our stats episode, you know, the females weren't even on it when they came on. They essentially echoed everything we said without actually being
Hey, go
there.
back and check out the stats
Right.
episode.
Stats 1 and 2.
All right, so to wrap all of this shit up, we can easily come to the conclusion that though it may be easier in our brains to just want to be rich, right? I think we all can come to say that it's better to educate yourself first before necessarily trying to establish the wealth, so that way you can properly use your money and do what you need to do without tricking it up. Right?
I push back on that, but go ahead.
I would say, and this will be the last time y'all hear from me for this. Well, I'll probably close out, but on the topic, I would say, if I had to make a choice, I'd rather be wealthy than to be rich.
But that wasn't a question. So
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think people. I know that.
So I need you. I need you to stay focused real quick. I need you to stay focused real quick.
Let me finish, Mo. It's all about mindset. At the end of the day, it's all about your mindset. So if your mindset is to be rich, then my nigga, my guy, my girl, go be rich. You know what I'm saying?
But how can you? But how? See, Jay-Z, even though he didn't go to school, how you think he became rich and what he do? Right, and he got with somebody and he learned.
So that's what I'm saying.
So education.
But that's what you didn't let me finish, my guy.
But you said pushback.
I'm not putting that being said pushback. I'm saying I'd rather be wealthy than to be rich, and I was gonna actually bring it back to Jay-Z, because Jay-Z didn't get the education, but he got the knowledge, and now he's a wealthy man.
Right.
So just because you don't get the education, you can still have knowledge. You can still learn in your day-to-day, and your goal should never be to be rich, because rich can be taken. Wealth can last forever.
And hold on, and also let's just not forget, y'all. Just because you don't go to school doesn't mean that you're not learning, right?
Correct.
Because the trials and the stuff that you're going through is your education piece. That's your time of learning as well.
Now this B said he was gonna push back, so I'm gonna let him push back.
And I say push back, but I just guess I would add some, because as Brother Jew talked about the Google, you know what I'm saying, taking that $300 and going buy stock. We always want to make sure, as we joking, is a lot of fun as us as brothers. We want to always make sure that we're providing you some. I know we've mentioned it before, but go read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and in the midst of reading that, you'll understand the even in more depth, you'll have a more in-depth understanding of the things that we're talking about right now. And the reason I say that is, as you stated, being wealthy is if you're wealthy, which I kind of equated to being educated previously, you may lose your money, but you're gonna know how to get it back. That's really what I think is the goal is. Now, it might not be the same way that you got it the first time, because we base rich being on like what you have like right there in front, tangible, or some of those things. But wealthy is having the mindset of always knowing how to get somewhere, get money. It says we're talking about that, assets. Let me not just leave it at money, but to get assets. So the main thing that we're talking, I believe, is better to be educated. But I will put this caveat in there. If you don't do nothing with your education means nothing. You can come out better being rich. But if you educate yourself, go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but I'm saying, but if you educate yourself and that's what he say, knowledge is power. Because when you have knowledge and you use it, you get where you need to go. And I'm done.
All right. So I definitely want to let you know that your pushback is actually just holding my back and solidifying my answer.
So so wait, hold on. I do want to say, if you go back to when I first stated, I did say, maybe it's not as much of a pushback. I just want to expound the point is I did say that. So I did start my answer over and correct myself on the pushback.
All right, so now Moses.
If you was educated, you would have understood that level of communication that I pivoted off of my previous statement. Disrespectful
right,
Negro.
so with all that being said, you guys, let's
We
just
gonna let
stay
Juice speak?
educated.
Yeah, you gonna let,
Juice speak? It seemed like you wanted to say something.
No, I mean, if Mo's about to close it, then I mean that's fine, and I'll say my last thought.
No, well, we still got one more little question to kind of
we
answer
do?
real quick.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, but we just been raping this first one that.
Oh.
Yeah.
it might
All
have to
right,
be a part. It might have to be a part 2.
Yo, I mean, if you guys are good with just pausing this just for a quick part 2, maybe we can wait for Brother T to get in and chime in so he don't feel fully left
I
out.
think we owe it to Brother T because he's a rich nigga too.
Right.
Yeah, and he definitely always have different way of looking at things. So
yeah, it's
we
That's good. Okay. In that case, we're gonna go to part 2. Since we're gonna go to part 2, my last thing I'm gonna say. The last thing I'm gonna say is the humility piece. So whether you educated or rich, at the end of the day, you still have to have humility to sustain it, as everybody else has been saying. Because if you need help in some area, you need to be able to open up your mouth and get around those people that can help you out in that situation. A lot of rich people out there do not manage their money. And honestly, that's how they stay wealthy. I legitimately have a couple of millionaire friends and they get an allowance from their accountant. And that's part of being humble. Like they literally pull in $1 million a year and they're like, each month I get like an $800 allowance. And I go from there. If I don't spend 800 that month, and the next month I spend 600 and go to that. So, and I mean, obviously they can always go splurge big if they want to, but it's just a different way of doing things.
Right. All right. So I just want to say this one thing real quick is that Mike Tyson said, right? Mike Tyson said, if I had to train somebody that was disciplined and somebody that was athletic, I would take the person that's disciplined. And I make that statement to say, right, if you have money but you're not disciplined, you're not going to be wealthy. But if you have money and you keep your discipline, right, you will go from rich to being wealthy. And that's the part from saying, okay, we're educating ourselves to knowing, quote unquote, from my brother B Money. I like that, by the way. If you want to be rich, you're educating yourself. But if you want to be wealthy, then that means you knowing, you have wisdom. And we're going to take this to wrap it up. And
hey, real quick, can I give an excellent realize?
Good. Well, I was gonna do that anyway, bro.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I got you.
All
Sure.
right, Paul.
Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah. So do any one of you guys have anything else to just add on to this before we do our excellent realize?
Yeah, not me. I'm good. I'm gonna save a couple of gems for part 2. Come back.
So with that being said, yo, thank you. Can we all get Mo? Mo killed it. You know what I'm saying?
My brother didn't even drive. He stopped from driving.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Hey, I gotta play.
What is that?
I gotta play. Dang.
Oh shit. Anyway, so hey, I want y'all to stay tuned for part 2. It started as a part 1 and a one and only, but we got stuck on one question. So we got stuck on one question. We're gonna bring it back with part 2 with Republican T. You know what I'm saying? With Donald Trump T. But in the meantime, can we give each of us, we got an excellence realized section. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot it to my boy Jew first, because he's on the left-hand side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go down to Brother Mo, give you an excellence realized, and then the 2 B's in the room will give ours. So Jew, you got an excellence realized for the night?
I actually don't. I mean, I do, but I'm not even going to say something just to be said at this point in time. So I'm going to hand it off to the excellent brothers.
All right, Mo, you got an excellence realized, bro?
Turn the music so we can get our monetization.
Yeah, we can't play no music, Mo, because that's going to mess with my money and what, keep me from being wealthy.
Oh,
So
listen.
You got an excellence realized, brother?
Yeah, stay stay up on your education, because obviously you get caught slipping in these streets, you can trick up on the money bag just that easy. So as always, um, if y'all need something done, move. You can always hit your boy up, Nikes Prologue. Email me. I can take any freight, almost any kind of freight, anywhere y'all need to go. I'm pushing and pressing my business. I'm about to come out with my own paraphernalia, not apparel, not paraphernalia, but apparel. So I'll be sending that out to you guys, just so we can, support each other, keep things going. That's it.
B, you got excellence realized?
Hey, man, yeah, I want to do it's kind of like two-part, but together. Number one is the brotherhood. All these brothers that's on this call right now, even Brother T's not here, but whenever we have an opportunity to link, I'm grateful for brothers who are willing to make a sacrifice to be around each other. So first of all, that brotherhood, but then second, hey man, this is my first opportunity getting back out here to the Indy, to being around my brother B, and just the moves and watching how my brother is moving and what he does behind the scenes to give y'all this content. I just want to shout out my brother B Bond as the excellent realize and the sip of smoke and sip. So, thank you, brother, for the hospitality. Thank you for what you do and being able to see behind the scenes, man. Thank you for allowing me to come into that room, bro.
Definitely appreciate that. Appreciate that. My excellence realized it's not really an excellence realized, it's just going to be a statement. You know what I'm saying? For all, and I'm speaking to all my young black men out there, especially, you never stop learning. You never stop striving. You never stop achieving. You know what I mean? You set one goal, you reach that goal, and you set another, and you set another, and you set another. Keep pushing for all your goals. Keep pushing for all the things that you want to accomplish in this world, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. You know what I mean? You make it happen no matter what. No, trials and tribulations are going to come in your life. Distractions are going to come in your life. But what you do with those distractions and those trials and tribulations is going to propel you to the next. So keep it moving. You know what I mean? Keep it pushing and keep doing what y'all do, man. This has been another.
Okay, sorry, I got one more excellent realize. It's Julius Williams' mustache. It takes dedication and determination to do that, to launch these rockets for y'all out here in America.
Yeah. So with that being said, be on the lookout for part 2. This has been another episode of The Fellas, and we out.